I'm watching my show again. Today has a new episode, so you know I gotta watch it. And yeah, we're facing Devante Adams and the Ravens. All right, see this started yet. They just mossed him. This is impossible. It's like the first time in Madden I've gone 15-0. I've gone 17-0 once, and that was like in Madden 19.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Who's that? From the streets.
Jared Goff and the Baltimore Ravens versus Kyler Murray and the Los Angeles Rams.
Oh my God.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Rams and the Baltimore Ravens. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback, the former #1 overall pick of the draft, Jared Goff. On 1st and 10, Goff. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
How? I didn't even get to him. How? I didn't even touch him.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Now look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Goff now to throw. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone?
Sorry, my controller died. Sorry, boys. Oh, I got charged.
He's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise,
bro, why
it's going to be a
this
long afternoon.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Murray going to throw. This one swung out to Vaughn. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Rams are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Chase Young, the quarterback was talking.
Throwing on third, Goff. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here comes Tony on the return.
Oh, my God. Tony.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, LA. 72 yards on the punt return. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He's going to keep this again, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Denzel Perryman. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And he's able to get it out of there. On the return, it's Tony. He juked him.
I have the block.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And they can't bring him down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
His throw incomplete. So, Charles, you know, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Vaughn. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Keyshawn Vaughn. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
No way.
And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Goff. And this complete to Mitchell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Goff now looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Murray has the first down and more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Leap it, he will make the catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Drew Sample, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to widen their lead here this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
Yep.
On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Goff. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. This is caught. Touchdown, L.A. Justin Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
10
certainly
seconds
made
to score.
Quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 31, Goff. And that'll be Incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now it's gone. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in week. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for L.A.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Murray, strong running. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. Running right through. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Aaron Jones. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drive, 4 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given a push.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception. Return for Rams touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Now it's Crowder. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Sam Martin now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Gets past one man.
No.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. John Harbaugh never shy about bringing up the red challenge flag. So that a good call by John Harbaugh and tossing out that red flag. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Murray again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. Touchdown. Kadarius Toney. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And the Rams get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Now it's Crowder. And able to get this out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Off play action. Here's Goff. It's caught here by Adams. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Goff now looking to throw. On the slant, he's got Davis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Goff. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Goff. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities. But as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We lost yards.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for L.A. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I'm going to waste the clock.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a 3rd and forever now. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
Not forever.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
You know what? And we had a
so it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either.
I'm challenging that because there's no way. I can't even challenge.
Neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the end zone, gone. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now Goff. Gets this one to use check. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Well, this game was decided a while ago. That completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Goff. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
How did he get 15 yards?
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
To throw is Goff. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Rams will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Back to throw it, Murray. He'll buy some time right. Going for Jefferson downfield. Leap it, he will make the catch. A big play there for L.A. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Jones breaking from the contact. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Murray. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
Losses and B-tops.
So for the Rams, they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They move to 16-0 on the year.
For nobody a baby.